Hey chat, what's going on? My name's Paul Berserker01 Batman Shelley, your humble host and space bartender here at the AstroPub, your space bar at the end of the universe. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. We got a good one for you. Give me 2 seconds.
Drugs.
Do. Welcome. There we go. Here's all footsie. You have time to comb it coming back from work, but you get a nice wild hair, Paul. I gotta not cut it for the next couple of weeks. I want to get to the end of April because I need to be able to have decent. Nope, that's the wrong one. Go.
Weapons free, y'all.
Go. And then go. Acknowledge. All right. So you don't like the color red? What? Of course I like the color red. The problem with the shirts that I have is that I need something that's bold and bright with these darker gray shirts to really stand out. That's why I like the paisley. It's why I use the red. I have red. Yellow is a bad color for me. Blue might be a good one, but I have to get kind of a light blue. I am very well read. That is true, Iris. Welcome to Zero to Hero. Go. Back to this. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa. Weird bug this is. Oop, and back down. Without getting ahead of ourselves, what are your feelings about the Anvil Asgard ship versus ground vehicle debate right now? I don't have any idea what the Asgard is. I tend to steer away from those leaks as much as possible. Not because I think they're wrong all the time, but just because CIG changes their mind so many times, like for give you an example, CIG currently at one point CIG had in the files the full like combat Titan suit in there. But we've seen nothing about it for months. Oh yeah, free flight this Thursday.
Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system. The Astro vehicle has been visited.
Oh no! Oh yeah! There's nothing wrong with ship speculation, but like, here I'll look up the leak so I can be more in the know. I can tell you I'm super generic. Oh, I didn't know Red J was part of was a moderator for Pipeline. That's neat. Oh. All Invictus leaks. Regen Crisis lore, Council Mercenary, a lot of stuff here. Heavy transport. I'm not seeing any descriptions. Where is this description? There's some lore leaks. Oh, because of the audio stuff that they have? I'm glad they're having audio stuff. I'm just going to check this because I realize I have to go buy the commodities first. I was looking through the pipeline, I didn't see it.
Hello, how can this help you?
Is it Thursday already? No. All right, I'm gonna mute everything so I can hear it and I can figure out what's going on. I'm not gonna like have everyone else spoiled it. There, none of you get the desktop audio. I'm gonna mute the game capsule for real quick. Ooh. The new music. Oh. Oh, chat. Oh, it's so good. Fuck you. Oh. Mwah. It's so spicy. You can't hear it, I don't think, but yeah, so the idea of the Asgard as a heavy transport, like a vehicle that's not dedicated solely to yeah, that's Hopium. That's not Nyx. That's probably event music. It sounds like there could be Squadron music, but I doubt it. Chat. This rig chat. Like, I don't know if this comes across very well, but like, holy shit. Performance is so much better. The experience is so much better. Looks like it's a little choppy on the stream. But... Yes, I have. Del, we went into a we stripped the Polaris clean yesterday. Typical Pyro. Was that Sunday? Yeah, it was Sunday. As is tradition, it's doing very well right now, which means that CIG's has to throw us free flight at it to see if what breaks. Only one. All right. Damn you. I get to get the rest of it. I can't buy the last quantity. Oh. Hey, got my money back. Oh God, he's so smooth. Fucking shit chat. Free flights Thursday, baby. Bye-bye playability. We'll see. CIG could have figured it out. They haven't, but you know, they could have.
Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system. The Astro vehicle has been delivered. Please visit.
We don't know. They just announced it. Hey, let's grab. Because you love my pretty face knowledge? Is that why you're here? Not only did they confirm to exist, they were shown off in monthly reports. I talked about them. Yeah. I think neither of our hypotheticals are likely. Who knows? At the very least, we'll get a good idea of how well CIG has fixed the problems that occurred in the free flights of the past. Ship, yeah, but the ship rumors, I mean, let me put it this way. I don't think the Asgard is going to be sold. It could be. It could be one of the ships. We know it's going to be the TAC. One of them is definitely going to be the TAC. The other one's going to be the Asgard in some way, shape, or form, either as a straight to flyable or as a it could be concept. That's true. Could be concept. And then we got some variants, is what we know. I'm just glad that with no definitive goal or line or objective laid out here for bug fixability, is that they're getting the ISC on hairstyles. Okay. It's always fucking darkness in Golden Riviera, I swear to Christ. Nah, the reason why we're getting hairstyles is because CIG has nothing else to show us, because they're doing nothing. Like, I don't know what an ISC would look like if being like, we fixed so many crashes. Like, I don't know what you show off there. If anything, it shows that CIG's reaching for something to do other than the normals. Because they got everything else locked into other things. Weirdly, it is good that a line of mine is broken since all the PvPers have left it, so you can go on loot gobbing PAFs. Yeah. And that's one of those lightweight features which doesn't require CIG to do new crazy stuff. Still waiting on the good shit, though. Being able to do full character customization in terms of body size and everything else like that. Where is History of Star Citizen next part, Paul? Also high. Honestly, I literally just watched a rough cut of it the other day, like 2 days ago. I need to fix an audio line, and currently my editor is going through and lip syncing. It's a lot higher production quality. The production quality is getting better, but it requires more time. We're also dealing with a period in Star Citizen's history in the universe, in the UE's history, that has very little pictures, so I have to kind of adapt some things here and there. Trust me, I wanted it to be out at the end of last year, and it's fucking April, and it's not out. So I understand the impulse. So did you ever put the Banu video? No, not yet. I was originally going to finish it up this weekend, but because the new rig came in, I decided to prioritize that over the editing of the video. It should be out, like I said, soon. My hope is this Wednesday for Patreons. Once that's out, I'm working on a couple more Star Citizen videos specifically, so you should have more than just a month between videos. It'll be this video, the Banu video, and then it'll be the primer for Star Citizen, just kind of going over what Star Citizen is for new players that I want to release around the end of April. Awesome, Sergeant Lobster. Exolite. Why are you taking my seat, buddy? Is there any mention of, no, nothing that we know of. Only for Patreons, but I'm poor. So it's not going to be only for patrons. It's going to end up being for patrons and for everybody else, but the everyone else is going to get it later. The Star Citizen, and so like Wednesday is when the Banu video. Here's some weird noises. That might be gunfire, but it's like, yes, that is gunfire. Okay.
Oh, that got my heart going.
Enjoy the kobold, I guess?
I have a feeling he's in cahoots with a, Ooh, it's a big-ass thing of cobalt. I'm sure that's what Orphan's.
Mission complete. Burrito I eat. There you go.
I bet you he doesn't know that he's transmitting in game.
Why am I moving it? Oh shit! His
Oh! Dumbass. Well, don't go there. I'm glad I didn't have much of a kobold. That wasn't much of a loss. I'm still at 2 million. Fuck around, find out. I could tell that he was looking at somebody else because when he was like, I bet you he's in cahoots with it. I'm like, I'm not in cahoots with shit. I'm in a fucking Hawaii, dude. What do you think I'm doing? I don't think I had anything on me that was valuable. Maybe some food. this is. He's in my party. Or he's in my friends list. I don't know who that is then. Is it Adolin? Let's see my friends. No. The fuck are you doing? Okay.
Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system. Your insurance claim has been sent. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
All right. I want to see how much cobalt there is left. If there's not, then I'll just start doing submissions. Cobalt's not bad, but it's only 15 SCU. I need, like, a lot.
I'm in a lot of trouble, actually, or maybe I'm not actually sure. Word is that Jimmy Dango's been telling people he's going to plug me the next time he sees me. Thing is,
Can't complain, really.
I don't know
Tell you the
Jimmy
truth,
Dango.
give me a bowl of
So,
porridge in the morning and I'm right as
Maybe
rain.
it's all talk?
I hear Admiral Bishop eats a bowl every
I don't
morning
know.
too, if you can believe it. No wonder those duel don't stand a chance.
Well, that's fascinating.
Fucking Oblivion level dialogue. Yeah, that's Lando. Put me in, coach. I'll do some random dialogue. I'm honestly still amazed every time I see somebody do a completely random murder hoboing. Well, it's clear that the dude who shot me was afraid of somebody else because he made some mention of, like, I bet he's in cahoots with somebody else because he was on fucking VoIP for some reason. And then got shot by somebody else. There was a sniper that was taking him out. And I think the guy who was a sniper wasn't shooting me because I was in a fucking Hull A with a handful of things. So he was just like, nah, I'm not gonna shoot the newbie. And then the dude walks up with an F-55, just starts gunning people down. He's like, oh, I'm gonna shoot this motherfucker though. That's Skyrim level. Oblivion dialogue is fucking worse. It's where just random shit happens and they respond with very generic responses. Space Punisher. I want to believe. I want to believe it, Del. All right, let's see what missions they got. Oh, right, I can do this one. By the way, Starlight has this. I think most of the systems, most places do. Pyro Punisher. There we go. Have you heard of the High Elves? Yeah, exactly. Out of the way, package to be delivered. Someone needs their drug fix. Hey. God, this is what they're using. They're going to be doing this for easy 25K. Maybe another decade they'll get it up to NPC level dialogue. Or for Skyrim level dialogue. Nah, they'll do fine. This is just their first crack at it. Listen, I'm just okay with them having actual NPC dialogue in the game. At least it's better than it used to be. We're just completely silent. They need to dial it in terms of like how often do they talk, where do they talk, because they don't talk over to each other, they're not so fucking loud. Hey, the additional wild lines for 4.1.1 are pretty decent. By the way, chat, that was 50K. It's about how much I just earned back most of the money I lost from that Cobalt. All right, now I got to go to the contracts and get some more. That's the it for now. Oh no, wait, I can do some more. Chat, do you want me to just do this all day? Gonna fill up that stand full of drugs. Zero to hero the right way. Just do package deliveries in the station over and over and over again. It's literally drug running. Exactly. No, it's done. That's 75K. Nope, not to the Golden Riviera. I can do that one. Let's see what's the other one. Nope. You see my Red Wind rep right now. Trainee. Okay, so I just need to get one more to get that up there. Locations. Ooh. Oh shit, I'm gonna get shot. Let's see if I get shot. Vexilite, Cobalt. AV equipment. And Antia. Try that. my rep. Hostile. Yeah, I can't do that mission. I can do it again. Let's see. Should I try this one, chat? I gotta go back down there anyways. I'll try it. Just not gonna use my own money for this one.
Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been revisited.
Oh, it still gives me the noob suit. Even though you don't have to do it. It's interesting. I guess that's the case. That's a good point. It's if you die without a suit on, then you're fucked. No. I suddenly want a large cargo ship like the Hull, but with just one giant wing, like the Corsair for cargo. Just slap all of the cargo on the wing itself. That was not English. How you doing there, Velocity? Playing South of Midnight for my new internship, and it was a big EP after cranking out half the game. Now I'm big EP from sleeping. You know how it goes. Yeah, I know how it works. Playing a game for your internship's interesting. Hey, Del Kenobi. Too many Dells. Factor. What do you say, chat? You want to do another Factor sponsorship? Well, you internship for a video game company. Oh, nice. Can you say what company or just a company? What the fuck? Exception handler clash? I don't even know what that is. Free flight, y'all. Free flight Thursday. God. How you doing, Hourglass?
Welcome to Odd Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
I'm gonna fight him, chat. Fight me! That's right! Fear me!
Welcome to Odd Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
All right, that's enough. Let's go Australia. Sweet velocity. Are the paints for free flight rewards for referrals or something closer to the IAE program? I have no idea. You call me sweet. Talk about FPS gear too. All right. All right, now I'm going to try. I'm not going to go for maximum yield because there's no point in going for maximum yield. We're going to go with 8. Only do 8 SCUs. Okay, let's just do 4. There we go.
Welcome to the Astro vehicle retrieval system.
Oh, it's stored. Okay. I have been through this before. I know the secret.
Welcome to the Astro vehicle retrieval system. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the Queen Citizen.
As I said, when the new recruitment track goes live, June. Like June or July is when they're going to do it. They got some time.
Welcome to the Astro
Nah, they're gonna walk it back.
retrieval system. Your vehicle has been moved to a storage facility. Please visit us again.
I mean, I don't have much of recruits at all. I know some people are really mad about it, but it's like, whatever, man.
Welcome to the Astro vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been delivered.
I mean, I have like 30, I think. The thing is I don't push my recruit stuff a lot. I ignored the cautionary warning. What? It's still there. Still have the mission? Oh, I don't. go in the shame corner. Shame corner. Listen, I survived, okay? Not the shame corner. Wrong shame corner. This shame corner. You are now part of the scenery. But I don't have any health on me, so I'm kind of screwed. All right, I'll be right back, chat. Oh. I got people's references. So like a lot of people were saying, hey, this is kind of shitty because these people have literally earned thousands of dollars for CIG, which is the higher tier people. But like, and then so they should give them something. And the problem is like they did give you something. They gave you a javelin. Like, I'm not gonna shed a tear when somebody who has a javelin is like, I'm losing my above and beyond references. Like, okay, you didn't have to. You didn't have to do that. You could have given your other people stuff out, you know? Like, you reached the maximum tier and kept going for some reason. Like, you shouldn't be rewarded for being greedy. No, I don't think so. Yeah, and that's the thing. Most of those were just people, like most of the people who used my ref code or people who came to my stream said, is this game good? And I said, hey, if you're going to buy the game anyways, just use my code. And they did that. The issue is they wanted credit for all the ones they got above and beyond. So they didn't just want the new... They didn't just want the new stuff. They wanted all. They didn't just want the javelin. They wanted all of the new stuff that's coming out as well to automatically be retroactively added to their account because they already have those references. So basically, if you had like 10, let's just say you had 1,000 references. Nebel, yeah, was the one of the people who's asking, hey, can I get all of my references to count to the next tier, so I automatically unlock all of the references up to 1,000. And CIG basically said, lol, no. That's fine. Okay, game. What's going on here? Why can't I roll? Can't use this at all. Work. Nope. It's just entirely screwed right now. Starcitizen is really telling me not to play it right now. I just wasted a lot of money for nothing. I can just re-look like this, which means that my Z button is screwed, right? Yeah, I can't literally... Well, because I can still move around. I just can't... I can move around with the ship. There it is. Free flight on Thursday, chat. Free flight on Thursday. I swear to God, these bugs, I never experienced these bugs until CIG makes a stupid announcement, like free flight, and it's like, this is going to be awful. Something weird is going on. Something very weird is going on. Well, I saved it, chat. Because I literally can't turn my ship around for whatever reason. I'm going to claim this. If you see anyone talking about the free flight who isn't part of Star Citizen, tell them to run. Run very far away. And for not to go to this free flight because the game is currently a complete shit show. There's a high likelihood you'll basically encounter what I just encountered. And without any experience like I have experience, you may be able to fix something, but nope. Yep, that's my plan. Yeah, Star Citizen is playing me today. She doesn't tell me not to play today. I've taken so many breaks from Star Citizen. And I'm just waiting for the community to say it's great to get back into it. I mean, the one downside of doing that is you will miss a large part of the game and what's going on in the game. I'm ready for it to completely go down, store, and then come back up and see if that fixes it. If it doesn't fix it, then there's time rewards, yeah. You can share that however you want to, dude. Like, this is already a bad sign. This is my 0 to hero account, so effectively, this is the account that is the most prone to being like a starter pack, like a normal starter pack. And if I'm experiencing this, it's like, nope. What the fuck? Yeah, Star Citizen is really like, fuck you today. You're very important, puppers, very impressive misters. Welcome everyone to Lucky 3. My name is Paul, Berserker 1, Batman Shelley, your humble host and space bartender here. At the AstroPub, your space bar at the end of the universe. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. We got a good one for you. How y'all doing? Yeah, you're coming at the wrong moment. I might stream for a few more minutes, but like, yeah. I literally did. This is my 0 to hero account, so I literally just did. I couldn't get enough cobalt to do a run, so I did a small little bit of cobalt to go down to do a run. Started unloading, and as I finished unloading, I got ambushed by a dude, who just walked up and just shot me to death at Golden Riviera. And it's like, all right, whatever. I wasn't paying attention. I should have paid attention, not paid attention to chat. It's my own fault. He got sniped anyway, so it was funny. And then I decided I was going to do a mission, and I got all the mission up, loaded it up, got to a planet, and then the server 30k'd. So I did a workaround to get back in, and I got back in, and then my ship literally couldn't turn. After spending 200,000 credits, I was like, fuck it. I'm not going to like lose these credits. I managed to reverse back into the hangar, land, unload the ship, store the ship in the hangar, call the elevator so I can go get a med pen, and as the elevator showed up just now, I fell through the entire hangar. I am having the experience tonight, yes. And by the way, free flight on Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Yep. Free flight on Thursday. It's all right, Logan. I've got other things to do anyways, but I'll hang out for a couple more minutes. What were you up to there, Logan? Do we have numbers on how many new folks free flight brings in? Not typically, but CIG has given some numbers out in terms of some free flights are in the like hundreds of thousands. Usually events and free flight spikes the number of people. I've had that work for me, was powering down the ship eventually, then restarting, but leaving the engines until the last. Well, I started with some geomining and then finished up with some Space Marine 2, getting my groove back on for tomorrow. Nice. All right, the new patch is releasing tomorrow. We'll have to do Space Marine 2 when I come back to do Pub and Plays, not this week, but next week. What are the good things that are going? Like, what's the big update? I know it's a big update. Are they doing like a complete rebalance or something? By the way, this is the new rig. I'll pop back in just to show you all the... Oh, nice. You've already got the Atira Kel date for the start of Space Marine 2 tomorrow. New armors, new mission, new weapons. Neat. The machine's running flawlessly. Yes. Let me show you the frames. This is at basically everything at the highest level it can be at 1440. Space Wolves and Imperial Fists. Ooh, neat. If you can, as you can see up to the top right, I am currently at 145 FPS. 160 now. $90.70 XT. Get down to here, and it drops a little bit, back down to about 100. Yeah, playing 2K. It sounds like a freaking, like, jet engine's taking off, but I gotta figure out how to turn down those fans. It drops down a little bit when I start hitting some stuff. I'm averaging about 90 FPS in the game. Get those numbers back down to the 80s. Nah, there's no point in doing 4K. I don't have a 4K monitor, so. And I'll show you my graphic settings. I am using FSR. But basically everything is as the highest level it can go. Except for the photo mode for volumetric clouds. Now, if I turn off FSR, my frames drop a little bit. But not much. Oh, yeah, and this is D11. Yeah. Doing some drug running. So I'm looking forward to playing Space Marine 2 with this new rig, because I'm going to be playing it at a much higher resolution. Is your GPU an NVIDIA jobby or an AMD jobby? AMD. It's an AMD. It's a Gigabyte 9070 XT. Like, it was handling Star Citizen this well. Like, just absolutely punching this game in the face. Yeah, this is 1440. So... Yeah. By the way, if you're at Starlight, do this. This mission is literally a drug run. You go down here to the same place. You pick up some stuff. Oh, this is diamonds and stuff. For some reason, the clinic needs diamonds. Blood diamonds, perhaps? Perhaps. It seems to work okay. FSR seems to be doing okay for me. But yeah. FSR 4 is definitely going to be a lot better. And... Boom. Laser surgery? Perhaps. Test this shit and make sure it's good. FSR 4 is in the Space Marine 2? Yes. Yeah, I think CIG is going to wait to implement DLSS 4 or 3, whatever the latest one is, and FSR. for when they have Vulcan in. Let's see if the ship works.
Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle is visible.
But like I can't describe to you how smooth this is right now. It's so fucking smooth, chat. I'm not seeing any tearing or anything on y'all's end, so.
Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system. Your insurance
There we go.
has been revisited again.
It's now unbroken. All right, I'm gonna do some quick flying.
Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle is visited again.
I'll do a contract. Were you able to up the graphic settings as well? Yeah. Yeah, it's good. New PC is good. How you doing, X? Star Citizen's been not making me want to play it, but I got rated by Loken, and I'm like, I'll try it. I'll give it one more shot. Ship's able to work now. Nice. My AIO sounds like it's freaking a jet engine taking off at times with this game, but it's fine. There's a random NPC at Everest Harbor randomly shooting everybody with a pistol. Wow. 3D sound, I suppose. Yeah. This is at its with highest settings, except for like photo mode. Currently getting about 60 FPS without any FSR solutions. Interesting, Cody. That's a Polaris.
Landing gear deployed.
Rounds. That's all I got. How about that FSR? There we go. It's not great still. All these ships are making it a little rough. Inside gets up to 70 though. I am stuck. Storage. Thought this was a shop. Yeah, I was trying to hit prone. It wasn't letting me go into prone for some reason. And then it just automatically forced me into prone. It's like, oh, nice. storage access. Pro One Batman Shelley, your humble host and space bartender here at the AstroPub, your space bar at the end of the universe. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. We got a good one for you. How y'all doing? Shouldn't have done that. Sorry if y'all did. Twitch be twitching sometimes. I just blow up my ship. When did Golden Riviera became a... Oh, I know, it was a ship.
Genesis?
Fucking gorgeous. It must be the Polaris is the reason why my frames just absolutely took a dump. It's a 40 FPS though, not to like unplayable levels. Ha! Not a big fan of AI, but okay. No, I got it. I recognize the. What am I doing? Very nice original. That's definitely AI. You can stop spamming me with AI images, X. I get it. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of AI. They're good. Now you're just playing around with it. What's the most unstable type of cargo in this game? It's hard to tell. Welcome, everyone, by the way, those who just came back from the ads. Sorry about that. Twitch has a weird twitchy thing sometimes. Why aren't you opening up? Where's the button? Game, I need my button. It's a fuel port. Let's see what I can put in here. This is in-game music, yeah. Now you open up. See what I mean by Star Citizen me chat? No, I've just been having the most Star Citizen of Star Citizen experiences today. Everything that can go wrong is going wrong. This is going to be my last mission. Beautiful scenery, though. Well, I famously have said that sometimes you play Star Citizen and sometimes Star Citizen plays you. Today, Star Citizen is playing me hard. Please. Game, please. Game, please. Stop saying bad shit about you, Star Citizen. Please.
Landing gear raised.
120 FPS in third person. Did not know this that this ship had a 2-part cargo hold. 12 SCU. The 315P can hold 12 SCU of cargo. When smuggling is like actually added to the game, this is going to be the best smuggling ship that exists. It holds plenty of cargo space in a small quantity. It can easily be stealthed to shit and back. It's tiny and it's fast. Into orbit. Ta-da! I'm a rookie now. Yeah, I couldn't do these ones with this, but I think the leaked and
Your vehicle has been reinvisited again.
the leaked Vanguard Anvil Asgard might be a Valkyrie variant with a taller ship hull and drop seats removed for more cargo vehicle space. It could easily handle one large vehicle as well as two smaller ones. The side doors could easily be made into ramps. Probably not. I think that's just fan fiction at this point. It's more likely, more than likely, using the same sort of geometry, because we know that the Paladin has the same front, more or less, as the Valkyrie, but I'd imagine it's yeah, Redwind's the courier service for Pyro. It's also the courier service for Hurston. They do basically high risk, low value, basically places where most people won't go, they'll go. Gotta get health. The reason why it has 3 is because everyone's in everyone's in Stanton right now. There we go. Yeah, it still sucks to feel kind of forgotten in Pyro, though. I mean, the idea of Pyro is basically they're going to they're going to add stuff later. The problem about Pyro is that Pyro fundamentally needs new content in order for it to be more interesting. And it's not going to have that content till the end of the year. All right. I'm going to give you a quick sort of evaluation, if that makes sense. My evaluation of what's going to happen over the course of this year is that CIG in July-ish is going to release a patch that has a bunch of new features in it. And then they're immediately going to push every one of those features which breaks anything into EPTU. And release a patch which has more content in it, but it isn't specifically dedicated to any one feature. And that EPT will be updated over the course of several months. And around CitizenCon Direct, or Star Citizen Direct, whatever they're calling it, is when they'll try to push the features that they have into the game, no matter what. And by the end of the year, we will have engineering, a year late. We will have scanning, and we will have base building and crafting. Version 1 of them. Yeah, fire is part of engineering. If I say engineering, that means fire, flame, failures. It's all of the parts. Version 1 or Tier 0? Tier 0. Everything's going to be broken when that releases too. The game's going to it's going to have new and interesting things that are fucked up. So a content rich but feature poor, and we will have them eventually, but in basic, working, or half-baked, come what may. Basically. We'll have tier 1 item recovery in PTU by the end of the year, but CAG is going to pull it last minute because I have a feeling they're going to pull base building and crafting last minute. And we won't get base building and crafting until the end of 2027 or 2026, end of 2026. So what's new in that, Paul? That's classic CIG. I'm just setting expectations based off of what I see now. Because CIG has said effectively it's going to take them another 3 months, 2 to 3 months for them to fix the game. And by fix the game, I mean what CIG's priorities are. And that is the mission system and the transit system. The two things that they need to actually work. So hopefully by the middle of this year, we'll have a complete mission system and transit system. And the problem is will this be a complete final version? I couldn't tell you. CIG is known to, or as Jared likes to claim, loves to talk about how they're not afraid to go back and change things. It's like this fucking game you're going to have to release soon, so hopefully you do that after 1.0. But that being said, the game is a lot more stable than it used to be. It still has weird issues like I just experienced, and sometimes the game just wants to punch you in the face. But that's the first time I've experienced something like that in a while, which is saying something. We all just want to play something playable? No, we don't all want that. About half of us do, Geeked. Half of us want that, and the other half of us want new features. CIG's never going to like. I want both. I mean, I want both too, but you're not going to see a playable game while you're adding new features. You can't have both. That's not how game development works. Yeah. We're not getting more reputation nuance this year, Dell. Are you kidding me? That requires effort that they don't have the ability to produce right now. You can if you slow drip instead of crazy overhauls. If you slow drip, you're going to see Star Citizen be in development for another 10 years. Like alpha for another 10 years. CIG lost $10 million in 2023. They can't afford to slow drip for another 10 years. Slow dripping is what they're doing now, and it's still unplayable. Yeah, think of the server cost for 2025. Because they still don't have dynamic server meshing. It's 10 DGS shards, where you only have 6 shards of 2024. Because each shard, or each server was 100 people. And so, but you can only have 600 people in a server, or in a shard for Star Citizen, which is 10 shards, 10 servers. So for 10 servers, you're getting about half the number of people you would have with before. So their server cost is going to double. No, Geek, you misunderstand what I was saying. CIG operated at a loss in 2023, and it was the biggest year of funding they ever had. Granted, they did buy a brand new studio, which was pretty expensive. But their best year of funding they ever had, they still operated in the red for 10 million. Last year they did a little bit better, but I guarantee you that at best they offset their loss. So the reality is that CIG cannot continue to develop the way they're developing forever. There is going to be an end point. I can't tell you exactly when, but it's likely sooner than you think. I would say 2026 is the limit as well, which is why Squadron is super important. Are they breaking even if not exactly making a profit? No, they were operating at a loss in 2023. So they started the year 2024 off 10 million in the hole. They owed $10 million at the beginning of 2024. I disagree, Geeked. The idea that Star Citizen, Squadron 42 is going to flop because anyone who bought Squadron has already bought it, completely misses the what's going on with Squadron itself. The great way of describing this is look at IGN. IGN basically took CIG's upload of the Squadron 42 prologue and put it on their own YouTube. It has more views than the Star Citizen version, the official version, and it is incredibly positive, with people saying, I didn't know this game existed. What's this game called? And one of the top comments on there was, or it was like, middle of the race, like 5 or 10 comments down on that video. Somebody said, I can't believe Star Citizen video is getting this many positive comments and reviews from the normal gaming audience. And the top reply to that was, because this isn't Star Citizen. So Squadron 42 right now has no association in the public gaming sphere as being related to Star Citizen. And it's already attracting people being like, what the fuck is this game? I'm going to do it. And CIG's in a unique position where they don't actually have to have Squadron 42 be this smash hit right off the bat. They just have to sell decently. They have to do well review-wise and sell decently over a year. Which I think they can do. Because like most game development studios need to recoup the losses of development right off the bat. CIG doesn't need to do that. So as long as that game sells and sells well, they'll have a second form of income coming in, which will income stream, which will continue to sell. And if it goes on sale when it's on Steam and other places, it'll drive new traffic. And decently like KCD 2 or Helldivers 2, not GTA 6 levels success, yes. It doesn't need to sell millions and millions and millions. Because it doesn't need to make its development cost back. Like there's no major studio demanding all of their money back. The Calders are the only major outside outside investors, and from the sounds of things, they're not interested in cashing out anytime soon. They want to see Squadron. Even if they cashed out at Squadron, that would mean that everything would revert back to Chris. Squadron's technically a AA game. B tier, that's fine with that. You've heard nothing. They're just shareholders. They're just shareholders. They're friends of Chris and Sandy Roberts. Like they're their personal friends, which is why they got involved. You heard nothing for the last 3 minutes. Effectively, what I was saying is that IGN, if you look at the IGN upload, IGN itself uploaded Squadron 42's prologue. It has more views than the official Star Citizen version. And most of the comments were, almost all of the comments were positive. And it has positive reviews. And a lot of people commenting that they didn't know that the game existed. So there's a huge audience out there which is interested in a game like Squadron 42, which may not be interested in Star Citizen, because it's a single-player game, because of the star power it has there. And if CIG does this right, if they release it and it's decent at right off the bat, they're likely to pull in a huge audience that wouldn't normally associate with Star Citizen. And if you look at the comments, one of my favorite comments early on in there was someone said, wow, I didn't think a Star Citizen video on IGN would do this well and get this much support. And the top comment to that comment was, because this isn't Star Citizen. And everybody was correcting, like, no, dude, this is the single player part of Star Citizen. This is Star Citizen. So the answer is Squadron 42 is not associated with Star Citizen in the general public's mind. Only really weird people who live in weird hobbit holes, like myself, or people who follow Star Citizen, even know Squadron 42 is associated with Star Citizen. It is its entirely unique gameplay aspect. It doesn't have that connection yet. CIG wants to make that connection. But that means that CIG is likely to sell plenty of copies if it reviews well.
But you can never.
It's a nice one. Oh.
Take away my space game.
Yuki PK0 has subscribed.
Thank you so much there. Who was that? There, Yuki PK0 for that Twitch Prime sub. You're very important, however, very impressive. Is any good stream? This is your fault. The original drinking night. Shots and cheers in chat, y'all. Shots and cheers.
You can take away my spaceship.
Spaceship.
You can take away my space suit.
Suit.
You can even take away my space lasers.
No pew-pews.
But you can never, ever take away my space game.
Geek Stoner 420 just resubscribed for 2 months. When's the next law with coming?
Thank you so much for that 2 months of support there, Geek Stoner. You're very important, but very impressive as a rain pedestrian. This is your father. Shots and cheers and chat, y'all. Shots and cheers. If you're a Patreon or member on the Astro Historian YouTube, it's going to come out on Wednesday, hopefully. If you are everybody else, it'll come out on the weekend. And I'm going to be, after I get off of here, I'm going to start wrapping up that editing for that, so. There's 3, like, parts for Squadron 42. The Banu one, Geek Stoner? Or are you talking about the complete history of Star Citizen lore? Didn't they buy Orphan share? And thus funding injection in the financials? And I think they have a board presence now. They've always had a board presence. The Calders have always been on the board. But I don't know if that injected more money into the game when they bought Orphan share, or they just bought out Orphan. Complete History. Complete History is not coming out this week. Complete History is maybe next month. My editor is working significantly hard on it. He gave me, I have seen the rough cuts. We've done some changes here and there. It's waiting on final final audio, basically the music for the musicians. So, I mean, I was hoping it would come out at the end of last year, and my editor dropped the ball, but they were busy. They had life, they had family emergencies, and had other things to do. So they've been working on it, and it just takes some time. But the Banu video is coming out this week. Yeah, you get it when you get it. I'm gonna try to increase my number of videos for Patreons and stuff like that, because I can't tell you when the complete history is gonna come out. Like, I can write, record, and send it off to my editor tomorrow, and they may not be able to get it to it until December. I just don't make enough money to be able to be put priority on his list. So, am I gonna do Xi'an vid soon? Probably not. Until there's a more significant presence of the Xi'an in the verse, like there is with the Banu now. There's not a lot of desire to do so. Well, the thing is that the Patreon was doing pretty well, and it dropped by half. So I'm down to actually probably more like 3/4. So my Patreon is completely cratered out over the last 4 months. And that's one of the reasons why the lore videos have been slower, because this makes more money, which is easier for me because I need the money to be able to pay for my editor, to be able to pay for a lot of the stuff here too. So the lore videos do pretty well in general, but especially the longer lore videos, they just don't get a lot of priority for Patreon. Which is why I need to start doing more lore videos specifically to put on Patreon to get more people on there. But the problem about the content creation in general, especially content creation with like the lore stuff, is it lives and dies by people's interest in the game. If people lose interest in the game, they leave the Patreon pretty quickly, because it's entirely based off of interest in Star Citizen, not interested in my content. So if people are kind of done with Star Citizen, they'll leave the Patreon, and maybe they come back sometime, and maybe they don't. It's up to them, which makes it hard to plan out financials. I'll say that. If you want to help, spread the love, spread the word out to other people. Tell people about it in general. All right, y'all. Speaking of it, I'm going to call this a night, and then I'm going to come back on Thursday for office hours Well, we're just gonna do some ISCs. Take a look at. Thank you, Yuki. That's what I mean.
Yuki PK0 just gifted 5 subs.
Thank you so much, UKPK0, for your for gifting those 5 subs. You're very important, Pupper. Very impressive. It's a very neat tradition. You rock. Shots and cheers and chat, y'all. Shots and cheers. I think you'll find it as much as the way you deliver content as about Star Citizen. It's twofold. I need more volume. I need to be doing 2 videos a month rather than the 1 video a month that I've been doing. So I just need to kind of prioritize it more. And the other thing is, it's the topic, the video topics. Hey, thank you, Yuki. You don't have to do any of that, dude. Just watching the stream helps. Watching videos helps, because that adds to the discoverability by YouTube. Like, I'll pull this up real quick. So the top videos, my top video of this month was my complete history of the Titanfall universe. And it's not even close. 7,518 were viewed in the last 28 days. The next top was my video from my live stream from March, talking about the new lore of Alpha 4.1, which was 1,900 video views. And slightly below that, by 2 or 3 videos, was the complete history of Star Citizen Lore 1 with 1968. Then the complete history of Drake. And then the lore for Pyro. And the lore tours. So a lot of the videos that are my top videos are my older videos. The only video that was released this year, which got a lot of views this last month, was the one I did on the first Pyro Stanton war, the one about fight for Pyro and save Stanton, that lore video. And it was my 8th most popular. So, and I'm not doing bad on YouTube in terms of like earning on YouTube. But that shows you that content is important, but you watching the videos means that a video I made literally in 2022, my IAE 2952 lore tour, which is an hour long, was still getting 1,700 views. Like, my 2020... Yeah, the rest of them are 2024, but those were like the complete history of, or not complete history, yeah, like the one on the Gladius and the complete history of Annabelle Aerospace, that kind of stuff. Would you quit teaching if it were tenable? Yes. The problem about doing this content full time is that it would require probably 3 to 4 times the amount of money I earn right now to justify it, because me not streaming, or me streaming and not doing instead of teaching, means I would need to make up for the cost of health insurance. I'd need to make up for the cost of for taxes. I'd need to pay more in taxes. Basically, I earned $30K last year on this is fine, but I need to be making $90K on it a year in order for me to do that, which sounds insane, but like most of that wouldn't be me making profit. It would be going into keeping the stream like keep the content running. Just win the lottery. Yeah, that's my plan. That's a good idea. This, up until then, this is just a nice hobby that helps pay, that pays for itself, that I enjoy doing to help y'all out. Like the money, to give you context, I made $30K last year in doing content. I only ended up with a profit of $500. So I started this year off with positive $500. Well, I was like $500, $600, somewhere around that. Nice, Dexter. So, and like all of that went into new technology, paying for giveaways for ships, paying for software, paying for licenses. Licenses are expensive. 30K, it strikes again. I watch your videos, not all the live stream ones, but I do watch the other ones I see. I just want a little bit more, you know, I just wanted to do a little bit more. I know it's not expected. I'm just saying I wanted to do more. Thank you. I'm only going over this just to be like, I wanted to be more successful because I'm also, egoist isn't the right word. When you create something and it does well, when I create something and it does well, I feel good about it. But I'm always like, how can I improve on this? The money is a nice indicator of that. But the views and the number, the line going up is like, line is going up. The line is going up, chat. You know, it feels good. If I just did it for the money, I'd literally just go get another job. It would be so much cheaper. And that was your best year ever? Yes, last year was my best year ever in terms of money there, Qual. 30,000. It's always good to feel good, exactly. I just need to learn how to balance it. Because right now I am at a point where I need to start making more videos because I know how to do it and I know how to do it well. But I need to do videos for the Astro Historian, for the AstroPub Live, and I need to be consistent with like how I upload the Captain's Table stuff because I'm doing pretty good on it. I just gotta make sure that I have thumbnails that work, have titles that work, and have them in automatic upload schedules after the live stream that functions well. So that all I have to worry about is making content. Because one of the things I'm going to do for the AstroPub is I'm going to be doing a ship review series where I'm going to review every ship in the game, all of them, even the variants. And I'm going to do it like once a month if I can get frisky with it. I'll do it twice a month. And they're going to be a combination. Hit on the starting ship for this? The starting ships. I'm doing it on the Alpha, the Mustang Alpha, and the Aurora MR to decide which is the better starting ship for your average thrifty player. It's going to be somewhere between steady, detailed, let's look at the numbers, let's crunch them numbers and figure out the most optimal like gameplay, and just sort of vibes, man. The feel versus the detail with a little bit of lore thrown in here and there because I'm a lore guy. But they're going to be like between 15 and 20 minutes. Nothing crazy, nothing insane. It's mostly one of the reasons why I've been waiting off. I've been just telling myself why I haven't actually recorded it yet. I've written and like recorded my audio for it, so it's just a matter of me getting footage. Was I was waiting for my new rig to be built, so now that I have the rig, I can get these glorious shots. Thank you, Geeked. So, and as you all, as Cody already pointed out, the one thing I've discovered is that Star Citizen fans love ships. Surprise. And so doing content around ships will get you attention. And I think that content alone that I just talked about will do well because I can always go back and add to it. And as I add to it, it'll do better. So keep an eye out for that one. That will probably be out next week, not this week. And then this week, I'm going to get the Banu video out. And then after the ship video is out, I'm going to go back. I'm going to work on a primer for Star Citizen, for Star Citizen players. So like a lore primer where I sit down and I do a in-depth overview of what the UE is, what the different factions are, what the technology is and how it functions. Things like, quantum drives, jump drives, things like regen, the various weapon types, and the two systems in game, their histories and where they come from and their conflicts with each other. So like a good solid 40 to 45 minute video, breaking down Star Citizen as a game, the universe as a game, so that it's a gateway, everything you need to know about Star Citizen. So that way, because I know that's going to do well if I release it sooner rather than later, or around Invictus, because more new people will be looking into the game around then, and as they do, they'll pick that video up and go, Your opinion, considering your reputation and knowledge of Star Citizen history, that what ship review would look more exciting than the typical run-of-the-mill ship review. Thank you. That's my hope. To add my own interesting take on it, because I think there's some aspects of ship development that CIG does, which is reflective in the lore that they do, which would hopefully help people understand how CIG develops ships. Because the lore is written after the ship has been developed. It's at the when the ship is first being concepted, they write some lore for it, and after it's finished, they write more lore for it. So every ship is developed within the context of the universe it's supposed to be in. So even if that ship isn't fully released yet, you have an idea of why it was being created in the first place and what that means for the game. Thank you. The Redeemer. It's crap. Forget it exists. Now we have the Argo. We have Argo Ironclad. So I'm gonna let you all. I've been saying this before. The Redeemer is gonna have a special episode that I'm gonna release on April 1st, 2026. It's going to be a serious review, but I'm releasing it on April Fool's Day. There will be a surprise at the very end of it. Not your poker face. It needs work. I'm serious. I'm going to do it. It's going to be a serious review. I'm going to be as detailed as I can and be as fair as I can to it. And then there's going to be a caveat at the end, which you all will enjoy. And I think it'll become I'm going to be so serious about it that it's going to be the premiere video. I'm going to do my best to bother CIG to get the creator of the Redeemer to talk about the ship and what they think of the purpose is on film. I'm going to reach out to the Four Horsemen, the people who originally created the fucking ship, and see if I can't get their talks on it. I am going to go absolutely insane in terms of detail on that ship. and there's going to be a caveat at the end. Do I think I'm going to be able to get all of those people? Probably not. Some people, I'm sure the people with the Four Horsemen probably don't even want to talk to me. So not like that capsule war. No, it's not going to be like that capsule war. It will be a serious video. I'm forgetting his name. There's a content creator that I watch who rarely actually publishes videos because they publish like 3-hour-long retrospectives on like iCarly. I didn't start watching them because of those, but when they started releasing them, I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna watch it. Quentin Reviews. Quentin Reviews, last April 1st and this April 1st, released a 47-hour retrospective on the Beverly Hillbillies on April Fool's Day. It wasn't a 47 hours of nothing. It was 47 hours of in-depth explanation as to how the Beverly Hillbillies changed television. It includes the Beverly Hillbillies. It includes Green Acres, Petticoat Junction, all of the shows that the show creator created, and this how they're all connected in this cinematic universe with each other. And how, because of the creation of Beverly Hillbillies, all of the Green Acres exists and Petticoat Junction existed, and they started to change how people made television and that effect. It is 47 hours. That is my goal for April Fool's joke, to take something that fucking seriously. I've only been able to watch 20 hours of it, and that's to the point where he went over the first 2 seasons of Beverly Hillbillies, and I think season 1 of Petticoat Junction. I'm not going to do a 47-hour retrospective on the Redeemer. That's not going to happen. I'm going to do my best to get it as high as possible, though. It's not going to be 20 minutes. It's going to be, like, detailed. I'm going to talk about the next great starship, the competition. I'm going to talk, like I said, I'm going to hope to talk to the Four Horsemen, the people who developed it and their thoughts behind it. Talk to the development team at CIG, to talk to them and ask them about their thoughts and how it progressed, and look up all the details and stuff like that. I might pull out my very special package for the first time for it, because I'm gonna have to get B-roll for it, so that'll probably what I'll be using. I'm balding. Then again, knowing my father, because I got my mother's, well, I got my father's side, I guess, a little bit, but my dad had this sort of spot on his head until he died. So this is just something I'm gonna have for the rest of my life. But you don't see it because I'm 6 foot tall, so no one looks me straight down on the top of my head. It just means I'm gonna have to wear hats in order to not burn my head in the future. Are you going to ask the ship team why they keep fucking the Redeemer up more and more? I'm going to ask them what their goal is with it, sure. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Just keep an eye out for it. I'm going to try to have fun with it. The different videos and stuff like that. I'll do the YouTuber thing and then compile like all of the starter ships together into one long video, so y'all can watch them. Just a freaking dump on every single starter ship in the game. but because of the nature of how CIG develops ships, if I just start with the starter ships and work my way forward, lordy, it is. Woo! I'm probably gonna spend the first year on just the starter ships and their variants, because my plan is to, after the Aurora and Mustang Alpha video, I'm gonna do one on all of the Aurora variants, one on all of the Mustang variants, then do one on all of the 100 series, then do one on all of the Cutters, do one on the Intrepid, then I guess on the Golem, and then on to the prestige starters like the 300 series and the all that kind of stuff. I'm with you there, Yuki. They just need to actually they need to fix the ship. It needs a gold. It doesn't just need a gold pass. It needs a rework. The Redeemer needs, at the very least, some interior changes. And at the most, it needs an overhaul. I heard we're getting some unannounced new ships with 4.1.1. Yeah, almost certainly. 4.1.1 is going to be the patch before Invictus. And then Invictus patch is going to be probably 4.1.2. But it's probably just going to be the Invictus stuff and ships. Redeemer is a PDC ship, remove the size 4 turrets, kinda. I can see that. That actually wouldn't be a bad idea. I just turn the freaking thing into a Hind. If the Paladin is a Apache gunship, this thing should be a Hind. The classic Hind D. So not 4.1.1a. It could be 4.1.1a, though I think CIG would probably prefer to do it a 4.1.2. Because if 4.1.1 releases in May, well, it could be 4.1.1. Because, yeah, 4.1.1 is going to release as 411. The 411 is releasing in May, at the beginning of May. Then they're going to want a 4.1.2 in June, possibly 4.2 in June. You can't get the components to the top level, so yes, it needs a rework since that's where you access them. They either need to move the crew quarters to the top and move all the stuff they have at the top to the bottom, or literally take the ship and take the crew quarters, pull it out, lower the ship down to the ground, and plop the crew quarters on the top. So instead of it having sort of a broken neck, like instead of it looking like this, it looks like this, which would give it more of the Hind silhouette. That's the thing, Sendy. They didn't design the Redeemer. Fans designed the Redeemer. And when fans designed the Redeemer, it was designed to win a contest, not to be a flyable ship in game. All right, with that, I'm going to go to bed. I'm not going to bed. I'm going to get to work. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for watching and enjoying us. Thank you for all the raids from Loken and from Devin Aubrey. Thank you for all the gift subs and everything. I will be back on, like I said, on Thursday. So, like I say every time, hope to see you someday in the black.